So how do you get SMMA clients with no case studies or no results? That's exactly what I'm going to share with you in today's video. Now, since it's probably the first time you and I meet, why should you listen to me? My name is Fred and I'm an entrepreneur from a lower middle class background. I started my own SMMA journey back in 2022. At the time, I was providing done-for-you lead generation services for coaches, consultants, and agency owners. So far, I've been able to scale my business to 1K a day, and nowadays, I help people to start or scale their own SMMA/consulting business. The first thing you need to do is that you need to get rid of the limiting belief that you can't get clients unless you've got previous case studies or testimonials or results to show to your prospects. You have to realize that before every successful business owner signed their first couple customers, they too had no case studies, no testimonials, and even no previous work experience. So if you're in this stage right now, you have to realize you're not alone. In fact, every single business owner actually went through that same phase. And as with many other things in life, what matters the most is not the situation itself, rather it's how you handle it. And to be able to handle a situation correctly, first, you need to have the right perception on it. So when you tell yourself, oh my god, because I don't have any case studies, any testimonials, I'm never going to sign a client, guess what? You will make that assumption come true. Because even if you do manage to get on sales meetings with potential customers, even without realizing it, because it happens on a subconscious level, your brain wants to confirm what it believes to be true. That's literally the confirmation bias. So what will happen is that you will skew the conversation in a way that will make the prospect want to ask you for testimonials or case studies. And then they will ask, well, could you show me some testimonials? And you'll be like, I don't know. And that's how you lose a potential customer, thousands of dollars, somebody that you could really help. Now, typically for a prospect to buy from you, first, they need to be aware they have a problem, and then they need to be solution aware, meaning they know about your product, they know how they could benefit from it, but they also need to trust you and to trust themselves to be able to make the decision to fix that problem right now and not 3 months down the line. And then there's your offer. The lower the perceived risk in their eyes to be able to move forward and to work with you, the higher the chances of then signing up and becoming your client. Because typically, and I've learned this the hard way, human beings only ever make decisions to either move away from pain or move closer towards pleasure. And most of the time, in anything that we do, we always have both of these motivations. You wanted to start a business so you wouldn't have to work a job and have limited freedom and limited income. But also you were attracted to a pleasurable idea, the idea of being in control, of making as much money as you like, of traveling the world, of being truly free. So if you can make your prospects understand how they can benefit from working with you and make it very clear what's going to happen if they don't, there's no reason as to why they shouldn't sign up with you, especially if they have the money to pay you. But sometimes you can have the perfect offer, the perfect sales mechanism, but the prospect will still be on the fence. And typically, it's for one of two reasons. Either because they don't trust you to deliver on that promise, or because they don't trust themselves to do what it takes to actually get what they want. And after speaking to hundreds of people, I can tell you for a fact, a lot of people have limiting beliefs, and that's what's going to hold them back from going ahead and making the decision that could change their lives. So when you make somebody a great offer and they recognize it's a great offer, they're aware they have a painful problem and they need to fix it. And they also know you're the guy or girl who's got the perfect solution to their problems. When you add a risk reversal, if you said, for instance, I'm going to help you to book an extra 30 to 100 meetings per month with qualified leads, and if you don't get that results, we'll give you a full refund. If somebody is aware of their painful problem, they know your solution, they're interested in it, they have the money to pay you, and on top of that, there's something like a money-back guarantee, there's no reason for them not to buy. And when the sale doesn't happen, it's either because they don't trust you or they don't trust themselves. And on the call, it's your job to help them to overcome that objection, because chances are if they don't, they will keep doing exactly what they're doing and nothing is gonna change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you'd like to see if I can help you to start or scale your own SMMA business, I invite you to book a call with me or my team and we'll see if you qualify for working with us closely. You have to realize that 70% of the time, before a prospect actually hops on a sales meeting with you, they've already made up their mind as to whether or not they would like to buy your solution. And so that's the reason why, prior to the sales meeting, your job is to warm the prospect up as much as possible. And the best way to do that is by giving them a lot of free value. Because if they deeply believe you know what you're talking about, you can help them, they see the value in what you have to offer, there's no reason for them not to buy. Now, of course, you won't have a 100% closing rate, otherwise everybody would be a millionaire, it would be too easy. But you need to make people understand that working with you is the opportunity of a lifetime, and it's now or never. And even when you don't close a sale, don't see that as a failure, don't see that as a loss, because you're gaining sales experience, and not only that, but you're also learning extremely valuable information on your market. You're learning how to handle objections better, and that in the future will help you to close even more deals, to grow your business and help more people. So it's extremely valuable. But again, the best way to warm up your prospects is to send them free resources. It could be ebooks, cheat sheets, free content like videos, As Hormozy says, if you're not afraid of what you're giving out for free, you're probably not giving enough. And if you're not giving enough, people will think you have no idea what you're talking about and they won't even buy. Now, if you genuinely have no case studies, no testimonials to share with your prospects at the moment, you have two options. If you lack confidence, you can try to build up the confidence required to pitch your product or services to your ideal customers, because you can make up that lack of testimonials and of case studies with boldness, with confidence. If you genuinely believe you can help somebody, they will feel it. They will become infected with your conviction, with your energy. Or you could come up with an offer that minimizes risk on the prospect side. For example, you could tell them, well, look, you only pay us per appointment. So if we book no calls for you, you pay nothing. That way, it's always a win-win scenario. Who would say no to that? Or the other thing that you can do is to initially get a client and you do some work for free for them in exchange of a testimonial and also a referral. But if you've got the confidence required to go ahead and to pitch your services, I'd say go ahead and start with that. And I know it can sound woo-woo, but if you honestly obsess over your lack of testimonials, your lack of case studies, you'll probably start noticing lots of prospects on sales meetings with you while asking you to see testimonials or case studies. But it's not actually happening for the reason that you would think. The reason this is happening is because without even realizing it, you will skew the direction of the call in this way. You won't sound really confident. Maybe you'll ask the wrong question. And so at the end of the call, when you tell them your price, they'll be like, okay, can I see some testimonials? And obviously, if you don't really believe in what you're selling, you won't be able to sell it confidently over the phone, because you need to be sold 100% on your product before you even try to sell it to somebody else. Because prospects can sense your energy. They can sense if you're just trying to bullshit them or if you're actually genuinely convinced you could help them. Whenever I make an offer to somebody to work with us, I do so because I am genuinely convinced this is exactly what they need. They're the perfect fit for what we do and it can change their life. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making the offer. I've got plenty of leads coming my way literally every week, so I don't need to worry about, oh, I need to get this one customer. If it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. If you apply all the steps I shared with you in this video, you should be able to land your first couple customers with ease. At the end of the day, it's not really as scary as you think, and that comes from a guy who was so anxious a few years ago. He couldn't even just conduct sales meetings because he was too afraid to do basic things like going outside for a walk. I couldn't even leave the house to go for a walk in the neighborhood because of the level of anxiety I felt. Yet, nowadays I'm closing $1,000 deals with complete strangers on the phone. So if I could do it, what makes you think you couldn't? Stop holding yourself back with limiting beliefs and excuses. In fact, there's plenty of people watching this video right now. I'm willing to bet they haven't even started reaching out to potential customers yet. They're worried about not signing a client because they don't have any case studies or testimonials. If you're not even booking any meetings yet, first focus on figuring out a way to book more meetings, and then you'll see what objections are thrown your way, and then you find a way to overcome those. Now, if you'd like me to help you to start or scale your own SMMA business, you can apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if you qualify for working with us closely. That being said, if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, and together, let's blow up this YouTube channel and empower ambitious individuals across the globe to become financially free. And when this channel gets to 100,000 subscribers, I will be giving away $10,000.